Hey guys, this is Ryan with Legator Guitars. Thanks for joining in for Legator Live episode 5. Are we good? Hey everybody, this is Ryan with Legator Guitars. Thanks for joining us on Legator Live episode 5. I'm here with Mel Torres. Why don't you say hi to everyone, Mel? So this week's episode, we're kind of going to do a continuation of last week. For those of you who are around, basically what we did is we recorded and produced a song live, or like a 1-minute segment, if you will. Kind of showed how to approach writing in a DAW and editing and producing your own guitar. Today we're going to do something similar. It's going to be based off of that. However, now we're going to show the video side of it. So basically what we're going to do is teach you guys a simple way, or somewhat simple, to film a guitar playthrough, so you can put it on, Instagram or Facebook and push your content. And we're actually going to show you editing, how to film it, and we're going to do all this on an iPhone. So we're going to do it super budget friendly. So that means anybody can do this, what we're doing. And we just want to show you guys how we do things, and hopefully it inspires you to make better content. So basically we're going to play the song, or I'm going to play the song that we recorded last week, and we're just going to go from there. Show you different angles, and Mel's really going to take this by the hand and show you guys exactly the process of editing and filming and everything. So why don't you kind of introduce what you're going to be doing here, Mel?
Alright, so this video is going to be pretty much, you're going to be looking at this angle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much run with just my iPhone. I have an iPhone, I think 11, just the newest the newest simple model. So like whatever budget model they have, I'm pretty sure that you can get like a solid shot with anything that's like iPhone 8. To be honest with you, and I'm just gonna probably do like 3 or 4 shots of Ryan that I feel look cool. This is all done in like a pretty simple setup. You can tell this is like my rehearsal spot, my lockout, and I just have black curtains up everywhere. So like as long as your room looks clean, probably cleaner than mine right now, you can get some good shots. So I'm gonna pretty much. Oh, is it super low? Sorry, man.
Can you guys hear us?
Is that better? I was like eating the mic when I was doing the sound check. So can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello.
How does that sound, guys? Is that better?
better?
I can't actually see the chat.
Should be able to see it there. All right, sweet. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm pretty much gonna run you guys through just a simple shot. So the shots are gonna look pretty much like this. It's a wide angle shot of Ryan. You can watch me crawl around him. I have an iPhone 11, so I'm gonna be using that and just switching between the wide or the normal shot. I'm pretty sure that you guys can get a great video out of iPhone 8 and above. If you have Android, to be honest, any of the like more modern like
It'll work.
flagships, it'll work.
Yeah.
And to be honest, a lot of people who don't have great phones, they just go with the old school retro look and just throw
honestly,
filters
that
over it.
works. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool now. I mean.
and I honestly think that's why a lot of people went that route, just because it allowed creators to be more creative and just use like the low res look to own like not having the most expensive camera. So just get creative with it, guys. We're gonna run over the track that we did last week. We're gonna film Ryan like probably 3 or 4 times with just the traditional like pick by the hand, what's it called, headstock down look.
Oh, headless stock.
Yeah. Well, you know,
But yeah,
the neck down.
The general guitar playthroughs footage you guys see on Instagram all the time, and we're gonna show you how easy that or accessible that it is to actually produce, and you guys can do it too, honestly.
If you don't like, I'm not using a tripod because like I'm here and I'm filming for Ryan, but you can easily like have a friend just hold it and just point. Just be like, hey, get really close, up and personal, and I'll be holding the mic. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just shoot them.
Yeah, at any point, just drop any questions in the chat, man. We'll explain everything we can as easy as possible. Just ask us anything. We're here to help out and hang out with you guys. So hope you guys are having a good night, and I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Hopefully you guys learned something. We'll try to make it easy for you guys.
So right before I jump on in front of Ryan and all that stuff, I'm going to try to show you something that I discovered with the iPhone that helps out a lot. A lot of people don't know this, but when you shoot like with an iPhone, it has like the basic like exposure and all of that stuff. If you hold it down, it does this thing called AF lock. And what that does is it stops the camera from changing settings during like movement. So like say if you're like pointing towards a bright light, or if you're pointing towards like something that like changes what the camera thinks is the lighting condition, it will keep it consistent rather than change it. So like say Ryan's wearing a lot of black right now, and then the guitar is primarily pink. So the pink is brighter, and the camera is going to think that the lighting condition changed. So I usually just point it and then like kind of drag my finger up or down. I don't know if you can see that easily, but you can drag your finger up and down, and it changes the brightness of the camera. And that'll help a lot when it comes to getting like your shot dialed in and looking solid, rather than like you're gonna have to deal with a lot of it changing in post. So this is gonna be one of the main tips that I have that will really change the game.
Simple tip, and
Yeah.
it goes a long way.
So, and yeah, I'm
Very
gonna be
well
holding the mic when I walk around Ryan filming this. So if you have any questions, just shoot them over.
How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? How you guys doing? I can't read the chat from here.
Oh, so what's the best way to organize multiple takes and line them up with the audio? The only way, a lot of the programs nowadays, from DaVinci Resolve to Vegas and what's it called? DaVinci Resolve, Vegas, Final Cut, and Premiere have this thing called multi-camera mode. I like, just in case, if you want to do it manually, I run the click. So what I do is I run the click, and you'll see. Hold on, give me a sec. So over here in this, like my DAW, you know how like most bands have a click track and a count in live? Yeah. I include that in my session. So like what I'll do is I'll move the whole track over and then give like the talent like 4 bars of
The talent.
well, I mean not 4 bars, but 2 bars or something like that. Enough for me to run myself over to Ryan and hit the button and all that stuff. So that's kind of like the first thing that I do. I like to run like just a reasonable amount of click, and you'll see in your camera and you'll see in the audio transients just like 8 little like pops, and those little pops are super useful to line it up. But if you don't want to do that, or you can't, or you're not in a place where you can just run it like that, use multi-camera mode. Most of them you should be able to just right click, and I'll show you that in the editing process, but you can just take the whole group, right click it, and then that will allow you to, that will allow you to line up everything solidly automatically via the audio in the file. And if you have like stuff that like deviates, it might catch it, but it's the way that I do it. It's the way that I do it for all the Legator content videos, and I'll show you how to do that like later in the video. So if you stick around, then I'll give you
Stick
a full
around, and
rundown.
when we get to the editing part, and he'll break it down so you can see exactly how we're doing this and what programs we're using. But I appreciate you guys all being here and hanging out with us. What's up, Wes? I'm trying to read the chat here. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? Thanks for the positive words, man. I really appreciate the support, dude. Yes, it is hot. It's hot here too. We're all sweating it right now.
I have like this industrial fan pointed towards Ryan, and it's kind of hard because his luscious hair blows around.
We have to put it at an angle so I don't look like an 80s rock god, which
He is a 80s rock.
isn't a bad thing.
So I'm gonna jump in front of Ryan, get close, and
You guys are gonna see me butcher this. Excuse my guitar playing. We actually just slapped the bass in here like an hour ago on this track, so it's not like really mixed or anything. Kind of just threw this all together.
So
But we
if you-
should kind of showed you guys how we did it last time.
So
So,
if you guys want us to like dial anything in this mix, just because it translates a little differently through the screen.
oh yeah,
let
it
us know.
does. Yeah, if it sounds a little weird or off, just let me know or let us know in the chat. You have a 2012 Legator best 7-string with Floyd Rose. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yes, I am playing the Flamingo Ghost, by the way. This is the G7 FP. This is one of our newest summer releases.
The Flamingos.
The Flamingo. This and the Cali Cobalt are two finishes that we released this summer. Super sick. Pink is the new black, guys. Let's get with it, you know. So we're actually probably going to turn what we use today into like a little Legator ad. So you guys might actually see it, you know, on social media later. And then now you'll understand exactly how we got here from point A to point B, from start to finish on this whole project. That was kind of the idea on this this kind of segment of streams that we're doing. This past one and this one with me and Mel, just kind of trying to dial in, creating content from scratch and showing you guys, you know, you can do this too. You can make yourself sound better, look better, and just have a more professional vibe with your content moving forward. And I strongly suggest going that route. I mean, put in the work, man. It's going to go a long way. And you'll thank us later.
So what I'm gonna do for my first angle is I'm gonna hang out like legit.
We're gonna get real close.
Real close. If you guys think you need like a bunch of cool lenses and all that stuff, you can achieve a lot by just moving around. And since most of you guys will have like a fisheye function, that provides some cool, like really cool intimate headshots, in neck type shots. You can get really extreme with it. So right now I'm gonna run through just the normal frame, just the normal standard lens, going through, pointing at Ryan's picking hand. So I'll be kind of like very close. Can you do that again? Yeah. I'll be kind of like very close, like here, and trying to get that kind of shot. And you guys, I'll show you the angles like in the thing, so you guys can imitate it.
Yeah, exactly. So. Oh, you got the color shift ghost, dude. So sick. Those finishes pop, dude. You're gonna love that thing when you get it in person. It's the pictures really don't do justice. It's so hard to capture that that color changing effect on camera. It's actually really difficult, but you're gonna dig it, man. That thing's super sick. Thanks. I appreciate the support, man. Really do. Means a lot to us. All right, so I guess we're gonna try to do the first take. I think I'm gonna move the mic for this, guys. So bear with us. I'll answer your questions. All right, cool. Let me read everything up here. Let's see. Oh, nice. You got the Seafoam Opus? Dude, so chill. That thing's going to match that very well. Super sick. Well, thanks for joining us, bro. I hope you enjoy my terrible guitar playing.
Ryan's phenomenal. Yeah. I've got it muted. And then if we need to talk, I can just pull it back up. All right, guys, so we'll get your questions and all the comments after we run through this quick 1-minute demo of Ryan shredding. Whatever makes you look more epic. Yeah, whatever makes you feel in the zone. All right. So we're going to start this, and I'm going to run myself over to Ryan. Ready? Oh, no, it's because I moved the loop over. All right, so if you guys noticed that I said I was gonna be on the other side, but I didn't because what's it called? Basically, Ryan felt more comfortable sitting this way, so I kind of like adjusted. Since we only have one white black backdrop, it's probably well. I'm gonna need you to angle for the different shots. So like the best way to handle that is like if your talent decides to move or if you end up in a different corner, just have someone adjust to like where you feel most comfortable. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is turn yourself that way so like my camera hits more of the black curtain. So look a little bit more. Yeah, it looks a little bit awkward, but I get more like black curtain and guitar rather than like the rest of like the yeah. So we're gonna do that shot again. All right, so for that first shot, I thought it was pretty solid. Ryan looks super confident, and guys, just know if you're doing the playthrough, it's 100% okay to like mime stuff and have a good time. Not, I'm not advocating for like a bunch of edited playing being submitted in your actual recordings, but it's more important to look like you're having fun and enjoy yourself playing guitar than like obsess over. Yeah, yes, he did. Yes, if you guys want to watch the rerun of the last episode, it's still on the Twitch, so you can see if Ryan actually
you can
is a
actually
good guitar
see
player.
real playing.
He is.
But I hope you guys dig the jams. Yeah, the tone is super fat. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate that, bro. You're the man.
All right, so the next
Do you need a 90 shirt?
the next shot that we're gonna have, if you can see me through the chat, is gonna be going downward through the neck. So I'm gonna ask, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna ask Ryan to like offset himself, so I have the backdrop back here, and then I'm gonna be doing the same thing. I'm just using the stock camera app on my phone. And then just angle a little bit this way. And then with that, I can run through. And if you guys want, I do this a lot in my phone recordings and like when I have a handheld camera lens. I press the zoom button and create like this cool punch in effect. And that's a really cool, like you can record and go like, but you can record during, so you can get this cool like zoom in. So like at the drops, I like to like punch that in, or like when he does a cool riff, I like to press that, and then you can see easily that it just records. And you'd have a cool little zoom dolly like shot built into your camera. And that's in most phones. I know that Samsungs have it too and stuff. All right, so we're gonna run that again. Eric Castilla says, like, he's literally
Whoa, boats
filming.
and hoes, dude. You gotta send me this boat playthrough.
Dude, it's gonna be nautically crazy. Gonna have that super wet tone. Right, sorry, I know the audio isn't going to be the best since we have these mics running live, but another thing that I noticed about doing these videos with people is that I like to watch them play the songs a lot. And this is going to become your responsibility because you're a guitar player, especially if you work with someone who's just filming you. Like, 90% of my guitar videos are done, like, when someone's filming me, is shot by my girlfriend. My girlfriend cannot play guitar. Like, she just doesn't know how to play guitar. That's just the thing that she doesn't do. So, like, yeah, right? So, like, what I'll do is I'll be like, hey, watch my fretting hand, my left hand, going around, point the camera at that, follow that. Like, don't just give your camera to someone or give your phone to someone and be like, hey, and expect them to, like, get cool shots. And be like, yo, like, watch me play the song a couple times. You'll notice that, like, in this part, I, like, go like this, and in this part, I usually go up, so you're going to want to keep up with that. Let's practice doing that, and then just run them through the part kind of, like, slowly, and then go from there. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm like squatting and all this stuff.
I know this kind of looks lame right now, guys, but just stick around at the end for when he starts editing it and makes this look really cool. That's kind of the whole point of this, is to show you what you can accomplish with little to nothing. So make sure you guys stick around.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. So, like, that's been, like, the main thing. If you can communicate your, like, play style or what's going to happen in the video, like, or in, like, say, like, watch Ryan play a riff from the part. So, like, I noticed that, like, okay, he's moving his hand, especially during, like transferring from riff to riff. You got to tell someone, like, hey, I'm going to move here to here to here, and notice those things. Those are things that I tell myself when I film guys like Andrew, or I watch a band, like, live once or twice. I try to get to know their songs and then, figure out how to shoot them. But, like, especially as, like, tell who's ever shooting you, I go in these high parts or these parts where you see high, just be ready for me to move up to this part of the fretboard. And if they're an experienced videographer, you don't have to tell them that, but if they're your, like, homie, or if they're your girl or your significant other, you gotta give them that direction, and you gotta be super chill with it, and you gotta be super cool with, like, having them do it over and over again, or just being super clear before you hit record.
Yeah, knowing the song, the music, and just the overall vibe and the feeling is super important in terms of kind of knowing the whole direction of the project that you're working on, whatever it is. So Mel usually complements our play styles, the type of music we're going with, the type of editing he's doing, the effects and whatnot. It really just reinforces kind of that aggressive vibe that Legator has. So, and you can see it in most of our videos if you've seen them before. So that's kind of the whole idea behind what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. So what I like to do is, since like did a lot of like free moving shots, even though the iPhone has like a cool stabilizer in it, I'm gonna do a pretty safe shot in the beginning. So I'm gonna do like a shot from here. It's kind of like exactly what you're seeing right here. Would just kind of probably shake a little bit, but not too much. I'm just gonna do like a direct forward pan up and down, get Ryan's sweet face, and then like just kind of that, and then like hit the zoom button once or twice, just to accent some stuff, but really like have a safe angle. You know what I mean? It is on again. All right, so we should be good with all of the angles. I think we shot like 4 if
In
you
case you
include the
guys
one that I
weren't
messed
tired
up
of
on.
hearing that song.
Oh, we're gonna hear it for a good
You're
bit.
gonna hear it for a good bit.
So I'm glad you guys are hanging out. I'm glad to see a bunch of people are hanging out on a lot of these.
But yeah, these tips are gonna be super useful when you guys are wanting to shoot your own like Instagram videos or Facebook videos, just little guitar parts and stuff. Instead of just like plugging in your amp and just taking camera audio, give this a shot. I encourage everyone to kind of take what we did the last episode to this episode. I mean, you can spend a few days on it and you can actually produce something pretty sick and that you'll be proud of putting online. So, and people will recognize of that. You know, and you'll be noticed. That's for sure.
And like another thing, guys, I didn't do too much of it just because like the Ghost is pretty minimal with the branding, other than the Hive pickups over there. But if you guys are want to send your stuff to some of the companies that you're working with or that you're just playing, like not even Legator, like if you use like a Fortin plugin or a neural DSP plugin, take your phone and film it a little bit, and then like drop it in the overlays or drop it in, and make like just take some time to film that stuff, or like your amp that you're playing through, or like quite frankly, maybe even your cables if it's like an indie or like independent cable company.
Yeah, no,
Like
absolutely.
pedals.
That's like the next step. You know, kind of do it for yourself and then start practicing there, and then start doing some product placement, doing some product demos, and put it out there and get your foot in the industry. I mean, a lot of people are doing it, especially right now with how things are going and how streaming and online content is so important. I mean, now is the best time to learn and get involved in this. That's why we're doing this. I want to show you guys. You can do it too. All these fancy videos that you see us post and stuff. It's not magic. You know, it's just a matter of willpower and hard work and just getting it done.
So Ryan, I'm gonna just kind of set up my program to record. I mean to take in the footage right now. So if you wanna.
Cool. Oh yeah, so he's uploading this, so it's gonna take a minute. In the meantime, I kind of want to show off another guitar. Give me 1 second, guys. So for those of you who don't know or haven't noticed on our website, you can see a tab up on the site now that says FGN Guitars. And so basically what we've done, we've partnered up with FGN. This might be easier. We partnered up with FGN Guitars, which are Fujigen guitars made out of Japan. And for those of you who don't know, they're pretty much the most famous, one of the most famous guitar factories in the world, and they're incredible. They make a lot of the high-end brands that you know. But basically, we partnered up with them as a U.S. distributor. So now you can actually get these guitars in the U.S. If you're not like a super modern metal genty guy, but wants something that's modern but still vintage and has that nice feel, check out FGN Guitars. You can check them out at fgnguitarsusa.com. The link's on our website, Legator Guitars as well. You can see it on there. But I just want to show you guys one of the guitars here. This is one of the Tele-style bodies. Two-tone sunburst, maple board, maple neck. Honestly, go take a look at these guys. For the price, it's ridiculous how awesome the quality is. I mean, these things are incredible guitars. But yeah, I just want to take a minute and introduce that idea to you guys. If you're looking for something a little more on the vintage side that Legator doesn't carry, FGN has you covered. So please go take the time to go check out the website. The prices are ridiculous for MIJ stuff. And for any of you guitar nerds, you probably know. Oh, what's up, Mark? That's Mark Gortz. How's it going, man? For all of you guys know the band Caliban. Thanks for coming and hanging out, bro. Good to see you, bro. I got to come hang out on your stream one of these days. So we were talking about that last time. So we'll have to hang out, play some video games or something. How's it going in Germany, man? How you doing? Speaking my language? Yeah, Steven, you got to check these out, dude. They're insane. I mean, obviously they do make some 7 strings. So it's 6 and 7. So they are, they do make some modern stuff, but yeah, they don't make your big 8 strings that you're looking for. But right now, basically what Mel is doing, he's uploading the footage that we just shot. It does take a few minutes, unfortunately. It's just kind of how it goes. But then we're going to run in through... so, Mark, I don't know if you just joined us, but basically what we're doing is the last episode, we recorded and produced a song live, or not, just a 1-minute segment, just to kind of introduce people into DAWs and writing in that format and producing guitar tones. And then today, what we're doing is we shot everything on an iPhone, like a guitar playthrough, a couple different angles, and Mel's going to edit it live just to shine a show from start to finish how you can produce some good content, See a lot of guys out there posting content that definitely need this information, it can help them a lot. You can be the sickest guitar player, but you got to make yourself look a little bit better and sound better too. So that's basically what's going on tonight. What are you guys up to? How's everybody doing? So it just went offline. How was your stream, man? Stream go well? What's up, Joseph? Thanks for coming by again. Dude, always a pleasure, bro. Appreciate all the support, man. You guys are amazing. Really appreciate it. Good, man. That's sick. Glad you're doing well. It's crazy times right now. I hope you guys are just hanging out, playing guitar, writing some good music. I want to hear you guys' music too. We're gonna start. I'm gonna make a Discord. So one of you guys eventually we'll post that and have you guys join up, and then I want it to be a place where you guys can post your own music and share each other's ideas and stuff. Maybe do some collaborations and stuff. Let's all jam together and stuff. That'd be sick. Thought we were gonna play Siege today, Mark. Dude, Mark Gortz is the real deal when it comes to Call of Duty. I was watching him play. That guy is as sick as he is at guitar. He's that sick at Call of Duty, dude. It's insane.
There we go.
Working on an EP, dude. That's what I like to hear, man. Absolutely, dude. Keep grinding, man. Never give up, dude. Just keep grinding, keep getting better, keep writing. The more you do it, the more the better you're gonna get at it. It's just simple as that. Oh, the mighty jazz basses, dude. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. But yeah, guys. So once again, check out FGN Guitars. These guitars are the real deal. I hate to, plug it in too hard, but dude, just seriously take the time and check it out. You can get some killer deals, honestly. Because MIJ stuff is if you know guitars, Japan stuff is pretty up there, top tier stuff. In a lot of cases, it's better in the U.S. And The prices are insane on these. Super sick. Dude, let's do it. I'll play with you guys. I probably won't. Are you guys talking about Siege? I'm probably terrible at that game. But I'll play Call of Duty. A little more casual, you know. How we doing on the upload? Yeah. Sorry, bear with this, guys. Unfortunately, this process does take a little bit longer than we wanted to. Jack up the mic stand. That's me.
Yeah, so sometimes my phone doesn't read like quickly. So like I usually plug it in, just send it in, but sometimes like it'll just say, so I have to airdrop it. That's why it took a little bit of time.
Siege or Warzone?
Drag it in.
I don't. I think I could play Warzone. I could try. But yeah, if you guys don't know Caliban, whoever's in here, make sure you go check out Mark's band, Caliban. Super sick. They've been around for a while, man. They're like the metalcore gods. I grew up listening to those guys.
So what I have right here, I use Final Cut Pro, but to be honest, if you guys like want to check out the program DaVinci Resolve, that's a free program, and it's kind of unlocked.
So I use Premiere, honestly, too. There's like a monthly subscription now. It's really not that bad to get it, to get all the Adobe stuff. So if you're thinking it's just way out of reach, do the monthly subscription. It's really not that bad. You guys can totally get it and dive into it.
So what I'm doing right now is I set, for me, and most programs have this, I proxied my footage, and that just allows the computer to like offset some of the transcoding so you can work with it faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this thing called multicam clip. So if you use Final Cut or anything like that, you can, like, say if you shoot with like 5 cameras at one time, you can use this thing called multicam clip, and it synchronizes all of it using audio. Since we're essentially doing the same thing, except I moved around like 5 times, you can do that. So like, for instance, I'm just going to call this Ryan Demo. I would highly suggest that you guys use better labeling.
More specific titles, because you'll have so many projects.
And see, look at that. It already synchronized the footage for me. So all of this footage is roughly in sync. And I didn't have to do anything other than that. So Steven, there's your quick tip of how I do it. I don't eyeball any of that. The click track, the computer sees the click track too. So if you guys are looking or with me here, the computer sees a good bit of this click track, and then it differentiates it. So you can see that it just lined it up for me. I was late to turning this angle on, but it still synced it up. And then like you can see here if I play the song here. And then what I like to do is I like to take put the song on my desktop. What is this?
And Joseph, yes, we are still planning on doing that. Sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, just give us a chance to like finish the track and maybe mix it a little bit. We want it to sound good. I mean, like we just slapped some bass in it like 30 minutes before we went live. Yeah, once we get it like a little more refined and actually take a day to like actually dial it in. Yeah, dude.
And here's the challenge. Like if you're watching and you want to do the thing, shoot yourself like this, and you can send over the videos.
Yeah, that's the second part of this. We want you to film yourself the way we're doing it today. So it's a 2-part challenge. But it's going to make you better at what you do or what you want to achieve. And it's just good practice. So ideally, we want you to take the information from the last segment and this one as well and use both of those and make a sick video so then we can feature you in the song as well, like your little solo part, whatever you want to do. And if you guys want, I mean, I can make it longer and like have a more drawn-out open part for soloing maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a little more ideal because right now it's just like some riffs.
Yeah.
So we'll probably change it up a little bit too to make it a little easier.
It just depends. This is more for like, so you guys can just easily learn this process because it does help a lot, like marketing yourself.
It helps a lot, yeah. And basically, we want to turn all you guys into like content machines. Take these tips, dial it in, practice it a few times, and just run with it. do it over and over on every little song, every riff you write.
So
Throw it down, see what happens with it.
what I'm doing here is I just synced up the track to it so you can see like I made the bass way too loud, so just deal with that. I'm sorry.
Deal with it. We like it.
So that's the first thing. And then you can, how I have it set up is, since it's multi-track, you can see all the parts up here. And just kind of. And just cut through it. You know what I mean? And then another thing that I feel does a bunch of... I know it sounds ridiculous, but this adds a lot of production value if you add, in my opinion, these little lines on the top and bottom. Some of my friends think it doesn't do, but
a little
like,
cheesy
those
belt
little,
trick for you guys.
that little production, like...
Now I'm watching a featured movie all of a sudden.
Yeah, now it feels a little bit more like, just because you see that, you feel like it's a little bit higher production. So like, and this is just with my iPhone. So
little nuances.
And then
all the difference.
You can, if you want to look, most of your like editors will have like just another set of like looks. So we can like kind of see what these like looks look like. So I'm gonna drop the combat look, and like
Combat.
it desaturates it a little bit, makes it look a little bit more like styled. You can do other things like, I don't know, I'm just dropping. I'm trying to make this super simple for you guys. So if you guys aren't into like the preset stuff, let me know. But there's a bunch of like, if you like
Bunch of
the filters,
yeah.
like a bunch of stock
like you're doing
filters.
an Instagram story or something,
Yeah.
Make yourself look good, Oh, I just
So-
shaved 10 years off my life.
do that. I have my own little like LUTs. Those are like filters. So this might be a little extreme because like I bought these little LUTs.
He's using Final Cut. I use Premiere and Mel uses Final Cut. Either or.
But you can
a lot of
still use
programs.
LUTs and all of that. And most of these editors already have X, Y, and Z. So we're gonna do that. I dropped in just a standard teal and orange LUT. I don't know if you can see. If you can't, let me know and I can make the program like bigger on screen.
Yeah, are you guys seeing this okay? You guys kind of getting information? If you have any specific questions of what Mel's doing at any given moment, throw it our way.
So like, here's the thing that I like to do. This is just a me thing. I like to have my videos like that black curtain. I hate it because it makes me feel like I'm still in my like lockout. So I like try to just darken the screen enough so it like disappears a little.
It looks like
And
I'm just
just-
like floating.
It's just darkening my insecurities. Like stuff like that. And then you can do that, and that ups the contrast a little.
Oh, it does. I think it really makes the guitar pop.
Yeah, and then like the black parts of the guitar, and then it helps the wood grain too. And I'm not going into fancy color correction. I'm just legit darkening it. Like, I'm just gonna try to keep this as simple as I possibly can for you guys. And then just try to darken all of those little subtle. So just see now the guitar kind of pops. Since it's an iPhone, you're not gonna get the clearest detail or the most insane, but now
But it's working. Simple as that.
and then like this little thing you guys saw.
Ooh.
Like that's just me
Just
using
complimenting the bass right there.
the zoom. And then like since I know the song, like I can really like think.
Yeah,
Like,
knowing the music, it helps a lot, definitely.
and then like you can just see like my monster and the energy drink over there.
This is not a paid channel.
I'm just gonna crop that out. Just like legit take that out of the shot. See, now no one has to know that I like need to be super caffeinated. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna fix that real quick. You guys can do like stuff like that crops stuff out. Not a big deal.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate you coming hanging out, bro. Yeah, this song is a banger, dude. The audio is way louder than the talk back. Okay. Is it was it blowing you guys up? Yeah. We could turn it down a bit. Sorry about that.
Is that better? Sorry guys, I actually cannot hear like what's on stream
Yeah,
just because
we're not running headphones, as you can see. We're just
Because you have to
running it
run
back
around.
through monitors, so our audio is completely different what you guys are hearing. It's something we're learning every episode to kind of more and more to dial in. But so for those of you who are just kind of jumping in here and there, basically what we're doing is we just shot a few different angles on an iPhone 11, just simple as possible, of me playing the song that we recorded last week. And we're just kind of showing you guys how to edit, produce a professional grade playthrough, or social media content you can post within like an hour. You know what I mean? Like, obviously Mel knows what he's doing; he's a wizard at it. But once you get this dialed in, take these tips that he's offering you guys for free, which people listen with this man, because a lot of people pay a lot of money to learn this kind of stuff. So. And this is just very simple, basic stuff, and you can accomplish, some pretty quality stuff. I don't know if you can see what's happening on the screen there. I guess you guys can. Look how sick this already looks. I mean, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. If I saw this in like an EPK submission, I would take notice. Let's just say that. You know what I mean?
And like to be honest, if you're shooting yourself, like we know you're not like a cinematographer. You don't want to be a cinematographer. You want to be a guitarist. You just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's okay.
It is okay, but nowadays you gotta kind of get with the times and learn a little bit of both. Just at least a little bit.
It's what sets you
Yeah,
apart. But
exactly.
if you can do something that is like, and like, you can tell in some of this footage, like, hey, my phone's not handling this crazy. So that means like, I need to kind of compensate and create an environment so where my phone looks like kind of cool, or like that kind of look is complemented. So what I'm going to do, so I just added some random cuts. Like I didn't even like listen to the video. I just cut around. And to be honest, if it were you, I know you guys would probably care more about the specific cuts to extent what you're playing. Right now I'm kind of cutting really quickly through it and just kind of just selecting like cool angles where I feel like Ryan makes me want that guitar. Like, and then
You should want
gets
this
me
guitar,
hyped.
or this pink ghost over here. Yeah, check that guitar out, guys. Thing is a beast, man.
So I'm just looking for takes that make me feel hype. And to be honest, like look how, and I'm just looking at shots like look how happy Ryan looks.
That's the face of joy playing the G7 FP.
Like we need that.
Because honestly, I took that guitar for the last playthrough, or for the recording last week, and I actually kept it because I fell in love with it, and I can't stop playing it.
Is that better for
I
you
know.
guys? I know it
Machine
kind of like
gun.
hides the timeline. But here's what my quick cut. I haven't watched it myself. This is just me like looking at it.
So just slap this together in a few minutes, and let's see what we got. honestly. That for a first edit, that looks pretty decent. Honestly, I would be pretty stoked if somebody sent me a video along those lines. It
And,
just
like-
shows me you care. That's really what it says
And just letting you know, the stream has been less than an hour. So, like,
from start to finish. And we're
like, from
talking
start to
about
finish,
it the
and
whole
we're talking
time.
about it. So, like, it takes a lot less time. I know that this isn't the greatest edit, and you guys have probably seen me in the work that I've done with Legator to be a lot cleaner than this.
Well, yeah, but that's a lot more time and effort, and but it starts somewhere, and this is a good starting point.
Right.
Honestly.
See, I'm going to try to just kind of clean it up a little bit to give you guys some kind of perspective on, like, how far you can take it. But if you guys have any questions or anything about video, or if you guys have had any issues, honestly, just drop it. Like, drop the questions here, and I'd be happy to help. That's why.
Yeah. Do you guys shoot any guitar playthroughs or any kind of?
Or what
Shoot
what
anything,
did
or
you have
have
the
you guys
hardest time with? Or what did you guys have the
What
hardest
obstacles do you guys run into when you're writing or producing or recording? Sorry. I don't know. Maybe is doing it alone. Yeah, that's tough, man. It's doable, but it's tough to do it alone.
If you want, so like here's an example. Do I have? Here, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna pull up the video I did for you and Fishman. So I have this video up here. I filmed of Devin.
Oh, yeah,
a while
you
back.
guys probably saw this. We did a little video for the Fishman giveaway. By the way, if you guys didn't hear, we're giving away this guitar or whatever, the N7FOD Arctic that everyone's hyped on through Fishman. So make sure you go to Fishman. I think it's fishman.com/contests. I think it is. I don't know. It's on our post, the link there. Just check our socials or Fishman, and you can enter. You just put in your information, simple as that, man, and you get a chance to win the sick guitar.
So this is like
Make
if you
sure
have a
take the
hard
chance
time
to do that.
Oh, sorry. If you have a hard time doing stuff alone, so this is just a tripod shot of one of our artists, Devin, playing through in front of my setup over here. And if you're having a hard time doing it alone, a lot of programs actually have this thing called handheld. If you take the handheld like video effect, just drop it on. Now it looks like someone's holding the camera. It's not like the perfect representation of someone holding a camera,
But it adds that nice effect.
but it adds a nice effect. And if you shoot in 4K like most iPhones already have, you can do stuff like this. Like a little zoom in here. So you can do like boom, zoom in, and then like boom, zoom out.
Yeah, and just knowing when the drops are, the certain snare hits or the downbeats, playing to those, those accents on your camera, the features or tricks and stuff, it's really sick. I mean, it just makes every video sick.
And then you can zoom in even further. Like, you can zoom in up to 4 times on a 4K camera, and then it would still look super sick on a phone. And then, like, you can dial in, like, if you're fretting here.
What's up, Ben? How's it going, bro? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, man.
And then you can kind of tilt if you want to add that, like, effect. And then if you do this with 4 cameras, 4 angles, so like you shoot yourself here, shoot yourself like kind of like here, and then shoot yourself like with like a neck, kind of like my version but not handheld, you can get a super sick, combination of angles. And to be honest, like, a lot of like some of my drum covers, because I play drums, I know it's easier. Since like it's a sit-down instrument, it's easier for it to look cooler with a bunch of tripod stuff. But my primary instrument is drums, and then I just play the song like 5 times, get really sweaty, and then like move the camera, and then like use animation, and use like the zoom in stuff.
Thanks, Joseph. Thanks for linking that.
Oh yeah, thanks for dropping the link, man.
But yeah, like Mel was saying, I mean, if you're by yourself, just shoot a bunch, get a tripod, just shoot it from a bunch of different angles, and just edit it.
Cut a bunch.
Cut a bunch, and just run through it.
I know it takes more time,
Yeah, it's more time, but
but like if you have a homie that plays guitar, like shoot it for him and you shoot it for you, and then you guys collaborate
yeah.
and write tracks.
Or have you get your girlfriend behind the camera or something, you know, like Mel does.
Yeah. And she kind of gets it too, just because she like films for like other things, but more simple phone stuff. But she likes using Instagram and stuff like that. So I would just recommend, like, most of you guys know how to shoot a cool picture. I've seen your Instagrams. I've seen your stories. They look legit. You guys can shoot yourself playing guitar.
So what we're probably gonna do with this, take this video here, and then what we'll probably do is after this, we're gonna probably shoot some like B-reel footage, which basically means, you know, like nice nookie shots of the guitar, just kind of lifestyle shots of like panning over the guitar and stuff like that. And we just cut that into the scenes, where all of a sudden it'll cut to like a panning shot of the guitar, and all of a sudden this guitar playthrough just became like a guitar ad or a branded, you know, video or something like that. And all it takes is like something along those lines. So film yourself playing it. Then if you're doing something for a specific product or a brand, just do some pan shots. That's what we want to see. We want to see you playing it, have sick video, sick audio, and then some cool shots of the product that, you know, that's really going to sell it, and slap that in there. And then all of a sudden you have something to show a brand that they're going to take interest. I mean, honestly, like guys like Fishman, Legator, whatever brand it is, that's what we're looking for. You know, we really want someone to do like really showcase the product and bring it to light and emphasize that through the video. And at the same time, plug your own music and promote yourself. It's a win-win for everybody. You know, so that's really the goal here. It's a two-way street, guys. And if you're trying to make your way into the industry as like one of those guys, a content creator, just follow these guidelines, and I promise you'll make some headway. You really will.
And then I found some of these like default little. I added like some noise to try to style up the video, and then I added like a vignette to kind of put some focus. And I know a lot of like filmmakers might say that that's cool or not, but it helps you deal with the phone being like not the best quality. So like I have like you can get stuff like this filter like frame, and then it like adds that cool letter. Like if I take the letterbox out, it adds that. There, it adds like this SLR look, and then you have like now this vignette look that you can kind of like put on your story, and then like caption on the top and bottom, and like say like got this new cool guitar from Legator, check this out, and then
And you're a rock star.
and it's like dark. I'm like it's dark right now, and you can kind of brighten it up, but you can like own that. So like say if you don't like aren't digging the colors, you can just make it like.
Oh, I actually like that picture. That's cool.
Saved it.
Yeah, save that.
Saving that for you. But like you can take that or make it black and white, and then really push that whole entire like all black everything look, which a lot of people already do.
We do, but in this case, we want that pink to pop, that flamingo.
And then like just kind of get the coloring right and do that.
Here's one of the ads I did for Bog Street. Check it out. Yeah, dude, we will check it out. It's kind of hard for us to do right now, the second, but you know, after the stream, we'll definitely check that out, JD.
And you can there's a bunch of cool stuff. Like I guess there's like not a pix. You don't want to use the pixelate look.
Yeah,
like I'm finding.
we were talking earlier. We're gonna set up a Discord for this kind of stuff, so you guys can share all the content you do. I want it to be a place where you guys really push your own music and you know, kind of have a little place, a little community for everyone to kind of support each other. And I'd like to see like our audience and our friends and family, you know, kind of just work together and collaborate. Honestly, if you guys have ever any questions about like editing or content creation or just guitars or anything or music in general, like hit up me and Mel. Honestly, we'll hang out with you guys and we'll get it done. Whatever you need or whatever you need help with. You know, I'm not much of an expert on a lot, but
Ryan
anything I
knows
can
what looks
help
good.
you out. You know, we're here to help. You know, we want you guys to make better content. We want everybody to be more successful in what they do, and that's our goal. You know?
So, what I did to make the phone look better, in my opinion, is I added more noise. You would think that would be weird, but like I figured since the phone is not going to do great, I added more noise to just kind of mask over that. Then I added like that vignette I talked about earlier. I added some film grain to keep the noise going, just to make it look kind of more retro.
Yeah, it adds more of a theme to it, more so than like your camera's not up to par.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's stylized. You can mask like your quality of video footage with like a stylized shot or a theme or whatnot. That goes a long way. So it's just an easy trick. Like, hey man, if I don't have like a really expensive camera or whatever, it's fine. Make it artistic, quote unquote. You know what I mean?
And it kind of fits the theme of the guitar because it's that whole entire 80s neon vibe.
Yeah. The whole Miami Vice vibe that's going on here.
So, like, that's kind of like the shot. So now let's see how it looks. So, like, that's a little snippet. And even then, from, like, that and then from what it used to be to that, I feel like it does a lot.
Yeah, it just depends on what you're going for.
And you can even add, like if you feel like the camera movement looks a little cheesy, but I've seen a bunch of YouTubers do it. They just take the handheld and just kind of crank it up a little bit, crank up the shakiness. Like, the song's already heavy, it's chaotic, so I feel like you can just kind of go. You can do that and just kind of amp up the vibe a bit.
And there you have it, guys. I mean, it's really not too hard to get there. As you could see, we did it.
And I didn't use
under an
any
hour.
non-stock. Like, all of this comes with my software. I know it's a $300 software, but if you look at programs like DaVinci Resolve, or you could even get like programs on your iPhone that are free.
Yeah, nowadays
can
there's all
edit it
kinds
there.
of stuff.
It's a little bit harder, but I've seen my buddy Davon does all of his content on an iPad, and he's like the primary guy who does the videos for his rock school. And
Oh, really?
It's just
Nice.
all.
I didn't know he did it
on
all
his
from his
iPad.
iPad. That's crazy.
Yeah, right?
See, you don't
And-
need much to accomplish your goals. You really don't. And like we did all this on an iPhone 11, as you guys saw. There's no tricks that we did that you didn't see. Everything we try to be as transparent as possible. What's happening here?
And this helps you guys too if you guys are promoting your band or you're doing stuff for
Exactly.
what's it called? You're doing stuff for promoting your shows or your next upcoming video.
Teaser
Like-
hypes, man.
Yeah, and that stuff is super solid. I have a friend named Simon who just uses a bunch of like preset stuff that he downloaded for his iPhone to make the videos that he films with a videographer and repurpose them to promo like when his actual video is going to be released and stuff like that.
Sick. So what do you guys think? So if we send you guys the track, and now that you have some kind of basis on how to film it and how to record it from the last episode, will you guys deliver us something? That's the real question.
Who will stand
Who
up?
will step up and deliver something that's quality content and using every trick that we introduced, if you call it a trick or tip? And like I said, you can use it on a phone. It doesn't really matter. Just, try to take some of the information that we provided and run with it. We want to see what you guys do with it. And not even for us, for your own stuff. I really want to see you guys push your own stuff into this light. I really want to see some quality content from every one of you guys. No more camera audio Instagram posts, guys. Please, no more. We've moved on. All right. I know I'm guilty of it as well.
And
But
that
moved
stuff
on.
is cool.
It
We
is
just want to see it in variety. you
Yeah,
know?
at least not every single one, but every now and then we want something a little, like you put a little more work into it, man. Like you did your homework. It's not always just. Although at the same time, I do like camera audio in some regard because I want to hear that pick attack sometimes. But
Or you can mix it up. You could add the camera audio in there too.
you're ready, huh? I want to see your chops, bro.
Yeah, hit us up. Let us know what you got.
I'm sure they're better than mine, so I'm sure it's gonna be sick, dude. Sure, it's gonna be sick.
You guys got any final questions or anything you guys want to shoot at me or Ryan?
Yeah. Any questions about? It doesn't even have to be about the topic tonight. Whatever, anything related to music or whatever. If you guys have any questions about guitars, about FGN guitars, right here, check it out. FGNGuitarsUSA.com. The link's on our website as well, or Legator guitars, of course. Obviously, that's my main bread and butter. But we love you guys. Honestly, we really love you guys for hanging out with us. I know this wasn't the most exciting past two streams as far as like entertainment goes, but we wanted to provide something that was a little more educational. Maybe it was something a little more meaningful to you guys or whatever, as far as what you're going on, what's going on in your life and how you want to get your content out there. Because we know that's a big topic. We hear it all the time. So we figured, hey, let's just go on stream and do it live and show people what we do behind the scenes. From all the cool ads and stuff you see. I know I used to see it all the time and used to be like, man, how does that actually happen? And
How you
here
do
we are.
that?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
How do you make this guy look so cool and that sounds so fat?
Or you could do like a cool version of what we did for that other Legator video. If you guys have multiple Legators, just get 3 different ones of your guitar, put your camera down, never touch it, and then cut between all of them like we did for that other video with Devin.
Any word? Oh yeah, JD. Yes. With that guitar, you're gonna be getting it pretty soon. So basically, the deal is we have a ton of orders right now that we're backed up on. So bear with us. Let us just get through these customers and dealer orders that we got to get through, and I'll get that guitar out to you. I have the guitar set aside for you already. Yeah, it's just I have to prioritize all our customers and the dealers that have been waiting for a while. We are a small team, a very small team, and we are grinding super hard to get these out as soon as possible. So thank you for your patience, along with everybody else. It's going to be worth the wait, guys. All these guitars, they're so sick. I love them myself. I play them myself, and I stand behind them, honestly. So you guys are going to dig it, and we'll get those out to you as soon as we can. But thanks again. Appreciate every one of you. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out and helping us do what we do. And we're stoked to be here and showing you guys some cool stuff. Or at least I hope you guys think it's cool. I don't know. Let us know. We're going to be uploading this stuff to YouTube as well. So if you missed anything, you'll be able to go back and watch it and see. And like I said, if you have any more specific questions or anything, please feel free to reach out to me or Mel anytime. We are always available and whatever you guys need. I think we're going to wrap it up, though, tonight, man. Thanks again, guys. Thanks, JD. Thanks for everyone. Joseph, Mel, Chuck, everyone, Vin, everybody. Everyone was here tonight. We love you guys. And all the other silent lurkers out there, we love you guys too. Feel free to chime in anytime, man. We appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And we'll see you next week, every Thursday at 5 p.m. PST. We're going to be doing something cool. Later, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out.